First time that you touched my hand, felt the floor just fall away. All the scars I carried in quietly began to fade. We were broken, breaking down, laughing through the leaking roof. You were painting futures on every empty corner of the room. You said, baby, I see more in you than all the doubts you're drowning in. I was shaking, you were staying, you were all in, all in. Now we're living on a prayer, but your heart's my solid ground. Every time I'm lost out there, you pull me back somehow. I don't need the world to know my name. If I got you, I'm not afraid. Yeah, we're living on a prayer, and I'm grateful every day. Midnight bills and missed calls, you were humming just to keep me calm. I was rage, I was restless, you were steady as a Sunday song. You said, baby, don't you run from this, storms just prove what love can take. You were fire in the quiet, you were here when I would break. Now we're living on a prayer, but your heart's my solid ground. Every time I'm lost out there, you pull me back somehow. I don't need the world to know my name. If I got you, I'm not afraid. Yeah, we're living on a prayer, and I'm grateful every day. If the lights go out, if it all falls through, I would still choose every hard road with you. Take my hand, don't let go. We've come too far to turn around. Every beat, every breath, you're the miracle I found. Yeah, 'cause we're living on a prayer, but your heart's my solid ground. Every time I'm lost out there, you pull me back somehow. I don't need the world to know my name. If I got you, I'm not afraid. Yeah, we're living on a prayer, and I'm grateful every day. Living on a prayer. Oh, with you I'm not afraid. Living on a prayer. You found me on the kitchen floor, cold coffee, open door. Every clock was ticking loud, I was halfway walking out. You touched my shoulder, said my name, pulled me back from where I came. Every broken piece inside felt quiet when you sighed. I never knew that home could look like your eyes. You took my shaking hands and turned the dark to sky. Thank God you stayed. I still leave dishes in the sink. You still breathe before you speak. We still fight about the sheets, then fall asleep on tangled feet. You laugh at all my wasted plans, kiss the ink stains on my hands. You say, baby, that's enough, and I finally believe I'm worth your love. I never knew that grace could feel like your touch. You took my ruined days and somehow it was enough. Thank God you stayed when I gave you every reason to walk away. You held the line when I was trying my best to break. If love's a miracle, you're the one that heaven sent my way. I was lost, afraid. Thank God you stayed. If every scar on me spelled out your name, I'd wear them proudly, I'd never trade. 'Cause every road that led me here was worth the hurt, the wasted years. You whisper in my ear, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. Thank God you stayed when I gave you every reason to walk away. You held the line when I was trying my best to break. If love's a miracle, you're the one that heaven sent my way. Every breath I take, every vow I'll ever make, every song I sing will say, thank God you stayed. Met you on an ordinary Sunday, coffee cup shaking in my hand. You laughed at every awkward sentence, still you said you understand. You took my scars like they were stories, turned the fear into a flame. Suddenly the gray turned golden when you whispered out my name. How did I ever walk this world before your hand was in my hand? I used to chase a broken dream. Now I finally understand. This is our story of love, written in every breath we're breathing. From the first hello to the nights we're never leaving. You myself I'd fall again. You just wrapped your arms around me, said, you don't have to pretend. Every doubt you covered gently, every storm you waded through. There's a miracle I'm certain, it's that I get to walk with you. How did I ever breathe at all before you lit this tender spark? You took a broken fading song, turned it into blazing hearts. This is our story of love, written in every breath we're breathing. From the first hello to the nights we're never leaving, you gave my heart a home when I'd had more than enough. I was lost in the dark, then you showed me who I was. Oh, this story of love. If the days grow cold and the colors fade, I'll still be right here, calling out your name. Every chapter, every page, I'll choose you again. From the first small spark to the very last amen. This is our story of love, written in every breath we're breathing. From the first hello to the nights we're never leaving, you gave my heart a home when I'd had more than enough. I was lost in the dark, now I'm shining in your trust. This is our story of love. Our story, our story, our story, our story. Yeah, this story of love. Yeah, the story of love. Empty highway, dashboard glow, your picture folded in my coat. Thought I knew what love was worth, till you pulled me back to earth. You found me broken on border town, chasing every ghost around. You took my hand, you drew a line, said you're not your past this time. I've been running from every sunrise, hiding in the smoky lights, but your tired eyes, they look through mine like you'd waited all this time. Who am I to be this lucky? Who am I to steal your nights? Every scar and every story, you hold them in the light. turn them into gold. If this is what it means to be captured, I don't wanna be paroled. I was wanted, dead or alive, by every shadow, every bad choice, every promise I let die. But you called my name, said baby you're mine. Now I'm standing in the open with your heart on the line. I was wanted, dead or alive, and I'd give every last breath just to stay in your eyes. I was wanted, dead or alive, till your love brought me back this time. You brought me back this time. You walked in like a late night prayer, turned my shaking hands into something that could care. I was running on empty, burned out, bitter and blind. Every promise felt poison, every heartbeat out of time. You touched the cracks in my armor, said you're more than what you survived. Now every scar on my body feels like proof that I'm alive. You took the pain, turned it into blessing, taught this broken heart how to keep confessing. You're my bad medicine, sweetest thing I ever let ruin me, killing all the hurt, saving every ruined piece. If loving you is dangerous, baby, I don't wanna get clean. You're my bad medicine, and you're so good for me. You don't flinch when I'm falling, you just steady the fall. Turn my worst kind of silence into late night talking it all. You keep your hand on my heartbeat like you're reading run away. You ran my way when I was breaking down slow. You just held me, held me, held me close.